Hello everyone, this is Kevin Busza with Profound Technologies, broadcasting from our Experience Center just outside of Philadelphia. Today I'm here with Ohilda from Logitech. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me, Kevin. I'm very excited to be here. Beautiful, beautiful space, and just thankful for this opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely. Not too long from now we're going to be doing an event on the hybrid offices of the future, and we're going to be highlighting products from Logitech and then also Zoom here in our Experience Center. So we're going to take this time to run through a few questions with Ohilda, see her perspective from Logitech. So first question for you, Ohilda. What trends are you seeing in the hybrid meeting room area?
So it's interesting because I know we're here with our partner as well, Zoom, and we're all noticing the same things. I mean, obviously there's this coming back to work. Some of us are hybrid, some of us are back in the office. There's a combination of different, I would say, meeting options, right? And being equitable in those spaces really is key. And I think that especially with everything that has happened in the last couple of years with technology, with having access to video collaboration, to speaking to people, whether they're all over the globe or at their home office or at their inside of their office, people want to be heard. They want to make sure that they're a part of the conversation, that even if they can't drive to work because now they no longer live close to the office, that they are in a meeting that is equitable, that they can see everyone who's speaking, that they can hear everybody clearly, and that, you know, things like glass and lighting are an issue.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's a huge part of what we're hearing from our customers these days, and we're really excited that later today we're going to be talking about this thing called Logitech Sight. So can you talk a little bit about what it is? I know it's not out. Maybe you can tell us a little bit more about what it is, when it's going to be available, and that sort of thing.
Well, first of all, I'm really, really excited about Sight. I actually don't have one, and I can't wait to have one. And it's really our center of the table, multi-frame, multi-camera camera in order to ensure that you have the equitable space that I was talking about, right? So people want to be seen. This will provide that 315 point of view where the AI that's included in Sight allows for that feature, and the speaker tracking allows for everyone who's on the remote end to really be seen in an equitable manner. And what does that mean? I know that there's several tools, you know, that we use in order to accomplish that goal. But even with the points of view from our actual camera, the 315 point of view makes it a lot more present, right? So you can see who's speaking, you can see them clearly, almost like they're in the room with you. And that's an experience that everyone has wanted, that everyone really needs in order to feel like a valuable participant in that communication, in that meeting. And Sight is going to offer that, which is amazing. I know that in collaboration with our Rally Bar mini series, they really provide that missing piece, right? I know Zoom has gallery, which is amazing. I really enjoy being a part of that. I felt like I was back in the classroom, felt like it was a community. But together, the tools are really going to eliminate that, that feeling that people have when they are remote, that they're not in the room, that they're just kind of listening on the side. Now they can actively participate, and you know, it's going to be hard to tell the difference soon.
I agree. It's a major advancement in how the meeting room functions with Sight. And so many times, you know, we bring executives into the Experience Center, and what's really most important to that group is making sure that they can equally vie for the attention in the meeting.
Yes.
Maybe for different reasons sometimes, but for practical reasons, of course, it makes sense. You know, if I'm speaking, I want to be the active speaker in the window, and I think Sight really improves upon what executives can expect in a meeting, so that's great. Another question for you.
Yeah.
Thinking about what we're demonstrating here, and again, sorry for the people that are remote, we'll show more along with this video, but thinking about it from a Logitech perspective, what do you like most about the Experience Center and what we're able to demonstrate here?
You know, in all honesty, I love being hybrid. You know, we as a global company communicate with everyone across the globe, right? So feeling like you're in person, but still having access to your remote colleagues is the best of both worlds, right? Honestly, but having the demo in person, I can tell you from the fact that I am remote most of the time, that it is different. It is. You do have that social aspect of how do you have a meeting and also are inclusive with those people remote. And you can't experience that if you're always on the remote end. Myself included, I work out of my home office, and thankfully we do have a New York City office, and we try to get in there as much as possible because this matters. Being one-on-one, having that interaction, and then bringing others in. What our tools do is they allow you to collaborate so that people who can't make it in person still have what they need, right? Whether it's to fulfill their roles, whether it's to grow their business. However, it doesn't take away from the fact that you still need in-person communication, that you still need to collaborate in person, and that's where the magic happens. And what you have here as an experience center is why we partner with you. That's what we look for in partners, people who can demonstrate the tools, really experience, right?
Yeah, I agree. It's kind of like the Please Touch Museum for systems and types. You can come in here, you can get your hands on it. A lot of times people don't understand how it works until they're here and can physically be directed to, this is how the tap functions. Look at the tap schedule over here and how it interacts for scheduling purposes. Feel the microphone, the tactile function of mute and unmute. Get close and understand the way that the camera is tracking you. Change the way that in this case, Zoom is handling camera framing. All those things, while they can be explained remotely, when someone comes in person, I think is a complete difference.
I'm glad that you touched upon that in the way that you did, Kevin, because one of the things that we're doing at Logitech is we have employee resource groups, right? And one of them is called Logi Neuro, and we're looking at the neurodiversity piece to webcams and to technology. We've done on the mobility side, so I know that many people are aware of that, and we're focused on sustainability. But when you think about, not everyone can do things remotely. I'm someone who needs to feel it. I need to experience it. Many times we have engineers who understand the product, but they've never touched it, they've never felt it, they've never put it together. So listening to things online or watching the video isn't enough. Coming to an experience center where they can see what the setup looks like, where you can talk to them about, hey, let me really, really touch, where are the cables? Where is the table hub?
Right.
Where would I place it on top of the display underneath it? That matters for people. We are all, as a prior educator can tell you, we all learn differently.
I agree.
And experiencing it is something that, I can say, growing in my education field, I didn't know they call them manipulatives. We need to be able to manipulate, touch, feel, hear, and then you can have the full understanding of the capabilities of what the tools can do for you.
Yeah, I agree. And it's not, it's pretty often that we're in here, disassembling maybe a credenza to show how it's physically wired, or showing them, how the grommet, makes the mic sit permanently, or how the wire for the switch cable functions. So I agree, it's quite a difference to be able to show the people in person. Switching gears and talking a little bit about Logitech's capability of remote monitoring and updating the systems. We're talking about Logitech Sync now.
Yes.
Can you talk to us a little bit about the power of it and how important it is for customers that are rolling out multiple rooms?
So I have to say, I was really impressed. I haven't been with Logitech long, like 3 years, but I was really impressed with Sync because as someone who used to do education technology in the past, being an administrator and having access to what's happening with your equipment, with your data, is key. One thing about Sync is that we do have insights as well. So there's a Sync and a Sync Plus, but Sync comes free. So with all of our tools, you can add them all onto that management platform. It lets you know if something needs to be updated, it notifies you remotely. So if you are that administrator and you have offices and conference rooms all over, then you just open up your Sync portal, look to see what needs to be updated, click on it, update it, set it. It sends you notifications, and the insights provides you other data like how many people are in the room, for example, especially after space limitations and changes. You want to see is this room being used a lot more than the other, or maybe it has some capacity limits and people are over capacity all the time. And honestly, it's something that I recommend, especially those that haven't used it and aren't aware to join today. Grab it, register it. It's free. It comes with our systems, and it really will make your life so much easier.
It does, yeah. It's a powerful tool, and it functions in a like multi-tenant state, as you know, and so an end user can have access while also providing an IT professional the access to it as well, and that's very powerful. So maybe changing the gears again, and we've worked a lot together, you know, over our past year, but what has been your experience with the customers that Logitech has brought to Profound Technologies that you've recommended to us?
Well, you know, everyone at Logitech that I speak to about Profound knows this, and it's so true. I've been blessed to met you, know you, have you as a partner. I trust you completely. Every single person that I've sent to you has been excited, happy. I honestly, you know, when you partner with somebody, this is what you want. You want to be able to trust them to say, I know not only are they going to get great service, but they know our products, they keep up to date, and they are trained, they're complete professionals, but in addition to that, they stay connected to us. So they're always involved in probably every aspect of our business, and that's great. You know, if there's something that you need, they will make sure that you have it, because they, at different levels within Logitech, make it a point to either get introduced, meet, join our meetings, and really keep in touch with what's coming next. And that is really important. And I don't think that everybody does that. And I commend Profound for that. So thank you for all of your service. And that really is from the bottom of my heart, because there's been many times where I've been too busy to call people, and I said, hey, I know who is going to help me, and it's always Profound. So
That's awesome.
thank you.
I really appreciate that. Thanks, Ohilda.
You're welcome.
So yeah, I didn't know if there's anything else you want to share before we wrapped up, but
Well, you know, one of the things that I would say, and it's kind of in collaboration with what we just said, is really having key partnerships, right? Because we can't do it alone. We, just like Zoom, are mostly global, mostly virtual. We don't have offices everywhere. So to have a trusted partner in the Northeast, I'm out of New York, but our offices are small. Our experience center looks nothing like this. It's very tiny. And I just say that to say that, you know, we can provide service, but you really provide the full experience and welcome not only events like this on a yearly basis, but customers on a regular basis from all over the tri-state area, from the Northeast. And please come visit them. And if you need us to come as well, you let us know, and Kevin and his team will invite us over. But thank you for having us, and we look forward to continuing this relationship, to continuing bringing our new tools. And please be on the lookout, because Profound will be sharing some new things that are coming your way at the end of this month. And hopefully, if you're listening to this right now, if it's come here, if you're not here today, come tomorrow, next week, but come soon.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Ohilda.
You're welcome. Thank you.